I ain't want no. Oh, no. Oh, 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 oh. Step into the ring, it's the champion's corner time. WWE and they only break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat. All the action, all the heat. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet.
Hello out there in the digital airwaves. The Champions Corner podcast is right on your screen. All right? I know you love it. I love being here. Me and my brother, the professor, is in the building, ready to talk some wrestling. Talk about in my opinion, one of the most awkward promos. I think it's between the Rock and Cody. I think that every time they get in the ring is like this.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and say that off the bat. But we're gonna speak on that. Wrestle SmackDown, Summer Collision, also TNA. I have TNA fans out there. We're gonna talk a little bit about TNA and the NXT crossovers and stuff like that. So welcome on in. Get your snacks, get your drinks, get relaxed, and listen to some great commentary on what you love in professional wrestling. Maybe some other topics. You know how we do. We bring up everything we like to do. Everything we like, from movies to basketball, whatever other sports, you know what I'm saying? But so sit back, relax. But I mean, I gotta start, like I already started off with it. I mean, I gotta continue on, man. This Rock Cody promo. What's dude's name for Mortal Kombat? Who takes your soul?
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Is the Rock Shang Tsung? Now he ain't the final boss no more. He's Shang Tsung.
Listen, man, he wants that adrenaline, and it's in Cody's soul. All right.
Hey.
So look, I get it. It wasn't awkward. You know, it wasn't so much for me awkward as much as it was just rambling. Look, I got to be honest. I got on John Moxley for his meandering and going on about nothing. I got to give that same energy to The Rock. You can't come in the ring and try to do a face and then be a heel, and then try to be a face and then be a heel, and then try to make it make sense. I don't know. He was a little all over the place. He took a 10-minute style promo and made it 20 for the sake of just being the sake. But I will say, I get where he's coming from, right? I like how he leveraged the statement. I was talking to Mario Owani and I said, "Oh, you own WWE now." And he looked at me and said, "No, man, you own it." And The Rock was like, "No, not really. I don't, but if I have to." So just like that, he already put himself above Triple H. So now he's the new, I don't want to say Vince McMahon character, but a new top heel if ever need be. And all he's looking for is his corporate champion. I'm not mad at what he got to. It's just how he got there.
Yeah, he was all over the place. Like, you come out trying to, with the big announcement that WrestleMania 42 will be in New Orleans. They were just in New Orleans for what, 34? WrestleMania 34?
How long ago?
That was like 2018?
Yeah, then they had a WrestleMania 30 there as well.
WrestleMania 30. So this is the third time going back to New Orleans. So I bet you I was at 30. So I might go back for 42. I mean, who knows? Get some beignets out there. Let's see what's going on, baby.
I love that chicken from Popeyes.
Hey,
not really.
I like Popeyes. I ate that yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. But came out there. The entrance was fired. I mean, so I don't know everybody knew what was going on, but they had that Lil Wayne block is hot. The block is hot coming out there. I love that part. So that was cool. But like I said, he tried to sing along with the fans, and he didn't want them to sing along with him like he used to do it back in the day.
And but he was okay with them singing along. It's like,
right, back and forth. Like, this ain't sing along with The Rock. You know how that go. But so yeah, and then it's like it's hard for him to read the room nowadays. And from since last year, ever since the crowd kind of turned on him where they didn't want The Rock Roman last year and they wanted Cody. It's like he didn't know what to do with himself. He tried to switch back and forth. It all turned out well for WrestleMania 40, but he's still kind of in that mindset of he tried to read the room, trying to figure things out, and figure out what the fans actually want. He assuming they want him because I'm The Rock. I'm Dwayne Johnson. I'm doing all these movies and stuff like that. He actually
did thank the fans, right, for Moana.
Yeah, for the $1 billion or whatever for Moana 2, that is. So he's like I said, he is back and forth, man. And in the press conference afterwards, he was talking about trying to build all this up. We don't even have to have a match at the end. I'm like, what? What? So this building up to nothing. I mean, you're just going back and forth with Cody, and somehow y'all friends in the past year, and showing your mama pictures.
Yeah, which is weird. I just want to bring that up to the fact that that picture was taken at WrestleMania. Like, you see, I guess the real issue I'm having with that whole me and Cody are friends is that we're just hearing it and never seeing that become a thing. It's one thing to see it. It's another thing when it's just thrown at you and it's like, okay, here we are.
Yeah. That's how people were kind of thrown off at the first Raw on Netflix. Because they thought it's final boss time, or we coming for Cody. But no, I was like, oh, no, we had drinks. Then he and this and that. We cool. Proud of you, man. You doing your thing. You our quarterback. Yeah. Appreciate it. You our champion. All right. Okay. And so everybody thought, especially after last year, the whooping he did outside that bus and the fight they had at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was a whole story. It was a whole event. And you still got to wonder what the Rock and Roman dynamic is in that sense. Like, where do they stand? Because Roman has yet to be back since getting his head stumped in. Just want to point that out. He still ain't shown up yet.
And at this point, I don't know what Roman is doing. Is he might be? I think if he fought Seth Rollins 1-on-1, that would be cool. It's just hard. It's hard to see where it's going because he said he want to answer from Cody he talking about he want his soul. He want to answer from Cody, and he want to take Cody to the higher level than he already is. Don't you want to be where I'm at? I mean, don't you want your kids to have everything they ever wanted? Paraphrasing, all this, their dreams come true. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm pretty sure they got everything they need right now. Cody's doing pretty well. I mean, more than this is not actually needed. I know Cody wanted to do acting back in the day or whatever, and this and that, but Cody's the guy.
But Rock is offering a deal that could put Cody over that his daughter will be over. Like, he mentioned that a lot in the promo. You have a daughter, I have a daughter, and they could be, I don't know what that was all about either. Right. But he's trying to offer him this highest echelon of grace and popularity that can't be reached unless you go through him. Again, look, for some context, McMahon made these same offers outside of a soul like he wanted a corporate champion. Stone Cold bought in, Triple H bought in, Rock bought in, right? He became a corporate champion. Mankind at one point bought in. Triple H ran the same gambit. Seth Rollins bought in, Randy Orton bought in. You could say sold out. I'm only playing the heel turn by saying bought in, but that's the dynamic with Cody. Will Cody sell out or buy into what The Rock is offering? What exactly is The Rock offering? And also, will we get heel Cody? That's the big thing, right? Will we get the Homelander-style Cody who is being backed by Black Adam, I guess?
Yeah, right. I don't think so. I don't think that's what Cody's going to do. And it's really all based on who wins the chamber. Because my next question to you was, if Cody doesn't buy in, who do you think will? Like maybe a Drew McIntyre?
Oh, I got one for you. What about someone who some fans might have questioned the content of his character? Maybe a little heel turn?
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
What if John Cena did something you couldn't see happening and decided to buy into The Rock's idea and be like, you know what? No one knows corporate better than me. And since this young generation don't seem to fully understand and grasp it the way they should, I'll be happy to be your corporate champion.
Yeah. And he finally do that heel turn. And based off his statements in the press conference after Royal Rumble,
well, he was determined, wasn't he?
He was serious.
Yeah.
and said, I'm getting a 17th championship. This is best for business. Who said that?
H.
Triple H, the Authority.
Yep. Interesting.
That's not cool. That's not what John Cena usually says.
No, he never really was a best for business. His idea of best for business is what I have to do to sacrifice. This best for business is I need the title. That's what's best for business.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of went face after the fact, saying, I'm doing this to shake the man who gets 18, but 17. So Rock and John Cena are going against a babyface Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that could be a turn. Now, I don't know if you heard this rumor, though. There is a idea that Damian Priest could win.
Damian Priest.
I mean, look, Mr. Yeatman in one main event, Damian Priest in the next main event. How we feeling about a Mania that's not headlined by a Roman, Seth, Drew, Hunk, Jay, and Damian?
You're building up to your new star. You know, Priest is a little older, but I mean, it's not really a factor. He's still a new as star wise. Yeah. And so, yeah, and a bright star as Jay is, both of them going up and doing that, and probably getting the title.
Yeah,
Jay being a baby face. But yeah, I got Jay winning.
Okay, early, all right.
But I mean, Priest had to go back heel that quick because I feel like if Cody don't, but that's if Cody doesn't side with Rock. If Cody sides with Rock, I mean a babyface Damian Priest.
Yeah, then he'll lose, and then it'll be fine because Cody's heel now. So then we have another year run of Cody as being a heel. Is everyone okay with Cody with another year title run? Because I don't mind Cody as champion, but I know some people gotten kind of stale with it.
I enjoy it. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, if he ain't facing the Bloodline, it hasn't been as interesting." But if he's attached to Rock, that's still the Bloodline, so it will be interesting. But is Rock going to stay? How long is Rock staying after WrestleMania?
Oh, well, see, that's why Cody's going to be the people's champion, his champion, so that way it'd be his proxy. If Cody says yes, then, you know, Rock doesn't always have to be there. But if Cody says no, then that's when the other person who he will, well, I don't know, because if it's Cena, then how often is Cena going to be there?
I mean, he said he's going to be there for a lot of dates, but I don't know how many.
He's got 3 Raws. Well, he's got 3 shows he's scheduled for that's overseas. Let me see if I can figure out what those shows are. Because, I mean, outside of that, I don't know, because Cena right now is not being seen. Because what did he say? He giving his opponent some amount of weeks.
About a month. And so he's going to be there at the Chamber. And then I guess leading up to WrestleMania, he'll be there more often, I'm assuming. But past that, if he gets the title, he will have to be there a little bit more often.
So Cena is going to be, looks like it's just the Raws. This will be in March. He'll be on March 17th, March 24th, March 31st. And these are all, 17th, Monday, 24th, a Monday, 31st is a Monday. So all these are Mondays. Yeah. Wow, there's 5 Mondays in March. Ridiculous. Yeah, he's going to be on Raw.
I mean, he won't be on
SmackDown. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Does that mean he might not be what a WWE Championship is? He might be what a World Heavyweight Championship is.
Well, at least he ain't winning the Elimination Chamber either then, huh?
I mean, if that's the schedule he's sticking to, I don't know. Because, like I said, somebody could be added to the World Heavyweight Championship match with Jay and Gunther.
Could be. Let me just put this up real quick, sir. Let's see.
And I'm hearing.
It's just
okay.
Real quick.
That's the schedule. Yeah. Johnson did farewell tour.
Yes, in Belgium, Scotland, and London. I tell you.
Okay, well, that's leading up to WrestleMania. So yeah, okay. So it don't. Never mind. He can still go to SmackDown and do something.
Well, I mean, if he's over there in Europe, I don't see how he's gonna be on SmackDown. SmackDown gonna be in the States.
No, I'm talking about like after WrestleMania. That's what I'm speaking on.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a year tour, not just a Mania tour. That's right. You got all the way till December with this thing.
You got time. We got time, baby. We got time.
John Cena. You got Money in the Bank. That's right. Because listen, I do not have him winning Elimination Chamber, but if he does win, I think it'll be Money in the Bank. That will be his best bet if he's trying to get a world championship. Hey, he can cash in with a match. Like, you don't have to do a surprise cash in, but he just has to win that. Because my whole thing is his gimmick is that he can't get a pin. And I just find it weird that he'll get a pin in Elimination Chamber. Like, no, it seems more likely he won't. And if he does, it won't be the winning pin, but at least it'll be one to just kind of break the seal. But his victory will have to be the briefcase. Could you imagine the John Cena briefcases they can sell?
Oh, yeah.
I think farewell
briefcase. He leaving with a briefcase.
I might leave
He on the farewell tour. I don't know, but I'm just keep thinking about that. Like I said, that post press conference Royal Rumble, how serious he sounded. He's like, I'm gonna get this point out here, and then I'm leaving. I ain't really answering no questions like that this time. I got to get the 17 championship. That's what's best, and I do what's best all the time for this business. And that right now it's me getting this championship, and me versus whoever is in that spot. So
yeah.
I'll be happy with that. I'll be trying to see to go to WrestleMania, but if he don't, I really, like I said, we said before, see what he's going to do at WrestleMania. But he always throwing a wrench into the situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they have plans just like last year, but they always have to leave room for if Rock wants to pivot or do something else. So that's it got to be frustrating for like Triple H and the rest of the creative team.
Well, it's got to be frustrating if he also comes in and just kind of changes plans at a whim from that standpoint too.
Yeah.
It's weird to kind of make plans around him, but then it's like, okay, we got this going on, and he comes like, nah, I want to do this now. Because what if this Cody thing was all out the blue? It's like, oh, what the hell now?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out. Like I said, he just all over the place to get to one space. He went all around the city to get to your next door neighbor's house.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not opposed to people having scripts. I think maybe he should have a script. Oh, here it is. Hang on a second. I got to show this. I foreshadow it happening. John Cena is winning the Money in the Bank.
Man. Hey, that's going to sell like what? Just like that Tiffany Strat one. So, boy. Hey, I like that, actually. I might have to get that myself. I don't know how much that's going to be. Hey, I'm a John Cena mark out here.
Nah, it's cool.
But
it's actually not too bad.
They got them spinning championships for every city. If he come to Charlotte or something close like that, I might go there.
Would you get a spinning Gamecock title belt?
Depending on how it look. I got to see how that look. I don't want the bird spinning.
That's what it could be. It would be the bird spinning.
I don't know if I want that one. I don't know. But I'll get the shirt. I'll get the shirt. So if he be in the colonial life on them. But yeah, it's getting interesting, man. So they got Elimination Chamber. They got both chamber matches for Elimination Chamber. They got, like I said, the Kevin Owens, Sammy now, and the Rock thing, the Rock and Cody decision-making time segment.
Well,
now.
Yeah. Oh my God! Real quick, we can make this the last thing about it. How long do you think this segment's going to be? Do you think it's going to be Do you think it's going to be a pre-taped cinematic segment just for the sake of?
Ooh, well, that'll be interesting. Like him and Roman did. Cody and Roman did.
Exactly. That's what I will hope for. That's because
possible. But they might want him in the building for that. I feel like he'll be in the building.
He did say he wants your answer at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. So I feel like they'll be out there. But as long as this one was on SmackDown.
About 18 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So like I said, if it's taking the place of a match, so yeah, it might be 18 to like 20-something minutes, depending on what all goes on. And like I said, Rock will probably have a backup plan if Cody says no. So
well, you gotta have one. What that backup plan would be, though.
Right.
Well, real quick, also to that point, do you think CM Punk calls in a favor at any point during the course of this that will affect Cody and Rock?
Yeah. Actually, we just don't know what it is. Because I thought he was going to at least use it for the Rumble, but I don't think that was it because they didn't mention nothing. Now we have the Chamber. What favor can you call Punk? Maybe one of the last ones, him and Seth. And Paul Heyman says, help get Roman to spear Seth Rollins. Hey, that's favor. And it will make sense because of what Rollins did at the Royal Rumble. The double foot stomp to his head.
Yeah, I get you.
And so that'll be the favor. Hey, come in and take out Seth Rollins or whoever else. Help me get his victory and hit the WrestleMania. I mean, what else is Roman doing? And Roman has to lead to something else.
I don't know.
Roman has to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Roman does have to be at WrestleMania because, he's still Roman Reigns, right? I don't know if that's gonna be the favor, because I feel like Roman would do that anyway. It'd be like paying him to do something that he'll do for free. And it's like, may hang on to that one and hope that, come on, Roman, just, you know who's in here. You know who cost you. Just look out for me real quick. No, Heyman, don't worry about the favor. I got that for you later. He's right here, Roman.
All right. I don't know, man. It's going to be crazy, man.
It's going to be interesting because, I think he's going to call in that favor maybe after Mania.
Yeah. I don't know. But I figured they just had to lead him to the thing that'll lose him. The main event of WrestleMania, and I guess just winning WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's true. Well, The Rock's around. CM Punk ain't getting that main event at Mania.
That's going to be a long shot. I don't know.
He just ain't going to do that.
Another thing with The Rock thing. Last thing with The Rock. This man, he kept saying, I want more than anything, I want a brother. Bro, you actually have a brother.
Yeah,
and then you got your Samoan brothers, but you want Cody.
Got cousins and all. Yeah, hey, man. He needs that brother from another. All right? He needs that extra bond and connection.
All right, all these other people you grew up with in the Attitude Area, none of them, but you came in for Cody.
And he was the son of a soul man. He wants to be friends with the son of a plumber.
Be extra, right?
I don't know what to tell you. Look, you got these things. This is what happens when you try to explain The Rock's motives. It just kind of goes all over the place.
Hey, that's what it seems like.
I don't know.
But as far as more with this Elimination Chamber, they have another match that's been made official, from what I've seen, is tag team match for the women. Nia Jax, Candice LeRae versus Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton.
Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton. That makes sense.
It kind of makes sense, but I don't know what Trish Stratus came from. And I feel like they was hoping for more of a pop than she got. Maybe I just I didn't hear it well. I don't know. She seemed like she came out of nowhere. I don't know if she, like I said, got that pop for that. Especially for that, her coming out of nowhere like that. And like I said, I think she got it for the Rumble, but I don't know if she got it on SmackDown like they wanted her to. Because like I said, I didn't, nobody really saw her coming, so you think she would have got it.
You know what? I hate to say this because I'm a big fan of Trish Stratus, but it's like, she was around for that whole Becky Lynch feud, and that was, a year ago, if so?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, well, yeah, it's Mania season, hey, Trish.
Yeah, but I mean, she ain't gonna be at Mania, she be in the Chamber.
Elimination Chamber, I know.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she still could be at Mania, I don't know, but...
It could also just been a dead crowd anyway. Crowd wasn't too lively. It was kind of... SmackDown wasn't the greatest show, It just, overall, SmackDown was okay, but it wasn't a great show, because I didn't like the Drew Jay situation. I'm not too big on the Jimmy. Sorry, Drew and Jimmy. Yeah. I'm not really big on the Carmelo, Miz, R-Truth thing. It was cute. It's fun, but it's like, I don't care.
I mean, you had LA Knight in there. Then the Shinsuke,
Shinsuke kind of breaking out of nowhere.
So I was like, LA Knight getting another U.S. title shot? Like, what?
You got to do something.
Well, go ahead and put Carmelo in there and Miz. Might as well.
Well, Carmelo's tied up with R-Truth and Miz. He's
in the Miz
protects.
Get out of here.
Miz. I mean, that's where he is right now. Dude, I tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if Carmelo and Miz end up being a tag team for at least a couple months. Up until Money in the Bank.
Yeah, because I did see that I don't know if it's an actual nickname for them or a team name, Mello Don't Miz.
Yeah, that's what Miz was saying on the show. He was saying Mello Don't Miz, and Mello's like, no, we don't. We ain't no team. And Miz like, yeah, today we are.
Yeah.
Listen, I know we're not, but today we are. I thought that was actually kind of funny.
Well, yeah, but back to the match, though. Trish came out to save Tiffany Stratton from a beatdown, but ended up getting beat down herself. And I did not like the what's the name of the annihilation that Nia did on both of them, because it seemed so soft. It seemed like I was like, come on, you can do better than that. Nia been having a great year, but certain moments she was like she holding back. And
remember, she used to get flagged for. Remember, she broke Becky's face. Remember, she get heat for going too hard.
I know, but I guess that's what she's trying to prevent. But sometimes it just come off like you not even trying, or you just it don't look. It's not coming off with. It don't look right. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Yeah.
Because what else come to mind was War Games. Those chair shots she was trying to do looked horrible. And then, like I said, we come back to this, and she doing annihilation on both of them, and it's just like she really softened the blow like too much. So I guess she's trying to find a balance in certain times, but it just like she ain't find it with that.
She could be hit and miss in a few things. But, the best thing about Nia is her character work. She's a great character. Definitely. So she does that well. The in-ring stuff, it is going to be hit and miss. She probably understands her own strengths, so she takes it easy. But I got to ask you, with the addition of this match, what does this do for your level of interest? Like, are you really hyped about it, or are you like, okay?
I mean, we're here for both chamber matches, really. And Rock is going to always be a must. You got to see that. It's Cody. So, yeah. I'm happy as I'm going to be. Like I said, there's a lot of questions will be answered after that, especially on this road to WrestleMania. I'm ready for the questions to be answered. And I'm hoping for, like I said, 2 great matches as far as the chamber matches go.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just hoping I like the winners.
You talk about the hype. Well, me personally, I am genuinely excited about the unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yeah. I am a fan of unsanctioned matches because they're the only type of matches I'm fine with outside street fighting because it's not a real match.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really big on when a wrestling match goes into the crowd, I zone out. Like really? At the time, because I don't know. It feels like it's out there in the universe. It's not happening. It doesn't count unless it's in the ring. But for some odd reason with an unsanctioned match, I'm kind of into it. It's like, okay.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
Well, AEW got a ton of those unsanctioned lights out matches.
I tell you, sometimes it's hard for me to keep track of what's going on because they're always in the crowd.
Yeah, AEW love that, boy.
Extended commercial break.
Yeah, but speaking of all that, Kevin Owens and Sammy, boy, Kevin Owens they show him doing his promo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And going back for like, what he been saying lately, like, this is your fault. You wanted this, you tried to take me away from my family, and now I'm going to take you away from yours. And then he showed that he's outside of Sami Zayn's house.
Yeah.
Like, it was Sami Zayn was in there with his wife and his boy having, family time, family moments. And Kevin Owens was right outside cutting his promo. And he took a peek inside and showed them actually in there. So I was like, wow, that was crazy. Even though we know Kevin Owens went right in the house afterwards, just had a beer or something.
Yeah, well, come on. Like, don't take the kayfabe out of it.
I know. Well, I'm just saying,
Well, he probably took him outside, showed him his Lamborghini. Is that what you want to say next?
But I don't know, but that's why it's so weird when some people just had their windows open like that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, especially with people with big houses, they just have like no blinds, no curtains. You can see all in their house.
Hey, so around my neighborhood, you can go walk around this time of night right now. You go outside, and I bet someone's window's wide open. I was able to see like a college game when I was outside.
I don't understand that, boy. I don't like people looking at me nowhere near my house.
Well,
keep walking. Don't even look at my house.
It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. We keep the blinds closed, all right?
You know what it is.
But let me ask you, we got to do a list one day of like top 10 home invasions by wrestlers. We're talking about Swerve. You remember when Seth Rollins kicks his feet up in Edge's house? You got Kevin Owens, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Or LA Knight and AJ Styles.
AJ was going on.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman had a gun at the door waiting for Stone Cold. Never forget that.
And you never forget Triple H and Randy Orton.
Right? How many home invasions? Randy Orton burned down Bray Wyatt's compound. Is that a home invasion? That's arson.
Hey, yeah, that's his property. That's his property. That's his family property. I don't know.
That's a guaranteed line. How you feel about that angle of, getting close to someone's family as a target in a wrestling feud?
It's a way they would just make it personal. And speaking of this one with Sammy and Kevin, with the knowledge that that they are that close as friends, that makes it even more personal. Like I said, he knows his family actually knows him. And so for him to go after them, that's like, okay, wow, he really turned on the whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because actually know the man, been to his wedding and all this other stuff. So it has something to it. Sometimes it may go too far, and not seem genuine, or like it's like it don't seem for real. Like, come on. But with this one, I was shocked to see it. I thought he was cutting the promo outside outside in the parking lot like he usually does, or just outside the building where SmackDown was. But no, this man's at the house. He at the crib.
Yeah, I know, right? Kind of just.
So,
I don't know what's going on with Kevin now. Kevin, like, what is this at this point with Kevin Owens? Like, is he just gone full crazy, or do you think there's a bigger goal at this point?
Well, just like you continue to say on this show, he feel he is right in these situations.
He's right about Cody. I don't know about the rest of this stuff. He's just right about Cody.
Hey, but Sammy too, though. Sammy did nothing.
No, that's true.
At the Royal Rumble, did they help this man? And for some reason, the referees was holding Sammy back a little bit, but that don't mean nothing. Sammy could have did something, but Sammy decided not to because he said he's friends with both, even though he known Kevin longer. And so Kevin felt like, hey, you saw we grew up together in this. We went back and forth and whatnot, but I forgave you, and you forgave me. So help me out in this situation. So Kevin Owens just feels that he's totally right in this situation. And people cause this on themselves, like he said with Cody. Now he's saying it with Sammy. And so I'm going to take you away from your family, or I'm going to just keep you with your family and outside my ring.
Oh, where do you see this going? How do you see early prediction who you might see winning this one?
I'm going to say Kevin Owens wins this one. And somebody might miss WrestleMania.
That's a good point. Whoever loses this match may be out of the WrestleMania card, huh?
Maybe.
Because they'll probably end up in a situation where they're going to have to be carried out on a stretcher.
Yeah, I don't know what the winner does at Mania.
Fights the returning Randy Orton.
There you go. Kevin Owens beats Sammy, fights Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
And then Orton wins because of Sami Zayn.
Hey, it's all tied in together. And then we have another one at back, another match with Sammy and Kevin at Backlash.
But just give us the pin. Just let us write it out from here on.
Hey, we have never Road Dogg.
Right? Look, we can carry you to at least. We can carry you up to at least some Survivor Series.
Hey,
we'll bring back the standard Survivor Series.
Hey, yep. I'm out of my War Games, but give me a traditional Survivor Series match. I did enjoy those.
Yeah, right. Somebody, at least one, just a group or something, a faction. Give me a faction Survivor Series.
Yeah, faction versus.
Yeah, let's just go back to that old classic standard. Why not? You ain't got to be Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah, you
can still be Raw versus SmackDown. I don't care. Just
so. We'll see what happens. But keeping on with the tag teams, though. Oh
boy, let me just go ahead and get my pillow out real quick. Talking about tag team wrestling. I'm gonna take a quick nap.
No,
we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's real quick. The Street Profits ain't letting nobody win these tag team titles until they get their shot. Which I understand.
And rightfully so, right? Because, I mean, the titles changed hands when it was their opportunity. Yeah, I'll be the same way.
Yeah, because you had Pretty Deadly going for the titles against DIY because they wanted something. They've been trying to help DIY out. And they felt like they was going to get a reward from that, get their own title match. So now they finally got it. But Street Profits come out. Carter did with the same thing they did to the Motor City Machine Guns at Royal Rumble. Cost Pretty Deadly titles. And then Motor City Machine Guns came out there. And then they got whooped by the Profits again. So what this tells me, four of these teams are going to be at WrestleMania.
Wow. So Fatal 4-Way for the tag title. Let me ask you this then. Are we just pinfall or are we putting that thing on a ladder?
Ooh, they had that last year.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
I wouldn't mind it. I definitely wouldn't mind it. I don't know. I just think they're going to do like a pinfall type thing. I mean, but at 39, they did that. They did like a tag team showcase. Profits won that. And then Profits won.
They didn't win no title. It was just for.
Yeah, that was just a showcase.
Rights, I guess.
Yeah. And they won against Final Testament last year, but they won in that tag team title match. Tag team title ladder match. So this year, they're going for the tag team, hopefully go for the tag team titles again, which should be what they're leading to. And so it might be like, like I said, a Fatal 4-Way tag team title match, and then after hopefully they'll win because they've been dominating all of them for the past few weeks. I mean, Street Profits, that is. Street Profits have been dominating all the other tag teams as far as beating them down.
So if they go through all this, and let's say they don't win the titles, at this point, the Street Profits are the profits down from that point?
Like, they're way down.
Okay.
They're trying to build it back up right now. I'm trying to trust the process, but Lord, if this is their last shot. This is the last shot to make this work and get these tag team titles. Other than that, split these guys up.
Don't go that route. Don't split them up. I'm not.
I mean, what else are you doing?
Moving on.
Gosh, they should have been did that. Ed.
Okay. Here's my thing.
Because they could have been beat them doggone Warriors.
Okay, maybe you know what? I guess my fear in the split up is turning on each other. If they're gonna split up, let it be a mutual. Hey, man, this team thing ain't working. Let's just go our own way. Let's see how this working. I'm gonna go beat my wife on Total Divas. I'll see you around.
And B-Fab ain't even with them no more.
She still
don't
seem
like
it. Right?
She been doing her thing on her own, and she been with Michin, hanging with her. So I don't know if she's still with them or not.
Are they going for the tag team titles? You think Michin and B-Fab? Is that what it? I don't know.
I mean, it's possible, but right now on Raw they got Liv and Raquel facing
that's true.
And Naomi. So
yeah, that's true. Because who hit Jade Cargill?
Yeah,
who done it? Still doing that thing.
Yeah. Because I don't know if I'm gonna talk about with you, but they went to Raw. They had on the Clover outfits. I talked about that before. So, and this one they had the Beyonce outfits on SmackDown. They had the Beyonce concert outfits. Boy, they were getting these outfits together, boy. I love it. So
they coordinated.
Yeah. But they're going back and forth with Liv and Raquel, not just about the tag team titles, but like I said, about the Jade Cargill attack situations. After I'm trying to see when they're going to really reveal who did it. I'm assuming, like I said, after Elimination Chamber, because like I said, they got the tag team title match on Raw. The Elimination Chamber is next Saturday. Saturday coming up?
Yeah, it's the third or the first. It's first, so next Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, never mind. This Saturday coming up. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, we're Sunday now. So this weekend.
Oh yeah. So, and then Friday is gonna lead. It's gonna be like a brawl of the women. Yeah, all of them will be in the ring fighting each other. It might have to be like a 6-on-6 tag match on SmackDown.
Well, can they coexist?
Yeah, that's what they're probably gonna do on SmackDown, and then they're gonna be at Elimination Chamber. So after that, we find out who attacked Jade, and then we own the WrestleMania.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing going.
And hopefully my girl Bianca, wins the Chamber, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay. Well, but I mean, other than that, what else do we have going on? What else? Well, I mean,
Jacob and Solo.
Yeah, Jacob and Solo. So this is something I meant to bring up.
Yeah.
We're seeing that their dynamic is being quite aggressive towards each other to some degree.
Ooh, quite.
I feel like
heated.
I'm having a hard time following it only because I kind of wish I knew what their dynamic was when they were on top of the world. We never got with Bad Bloodline during their height of whatever they were doing. Yeah, that's what they were called. We never got like those backstage moments. We got with Roman and Jimmy and Jay and all that. But we saw how they interacted with each other and kind of understood where their place was. We don't know. We just kind of saw what they did outside the ring. So now seeing Jacob and Solo like this, it's
we're getting it now.
Yeah, I know. And it's just weird because
we should have got it before.
Well, what was it beforehand? Like, was Jacob with the whole I love Solo because he brought me in WWE? Because it's such a weird change. Because he said that with such conviction to all of a sudden be like, whatever, nigga.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that one, isn't that?
It just comes off.
But now, because, you look at their entrance, what they had on SmackDown. Solo was, they doing the, walk through the backstage entrance up to Gorilla, to the crowd or whatnot. Solo started it. And he was saying this and this. Because who was they saying? Damian Priest and Braun Strowman. He's talking about Braun Strowman and Damian Priest. And Jacob interrupts Solo. And Solo gives him a look like, I know you just didn't, but I ain't going to say no right now. All right. How you just going to interrupt me like that? I was in midst of talking. You know what I'm saying? I said, you can see that's going on in his mind. But Jacob is going off. So he's like, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? They say all gas, no brakes. I don't brake. You know what I'm saying? There's spot 2 out here, you know what I'm saying? And that was that. And then Jacob missed and did a super kick on Solo. And so, because Solo did the same thing to Tom Tonga the week before. So mistakenly hit him, but the look Jacob gave after he did super kick Solo was like, you kind of deserve that, bruh. But then Damian Priest kind of threw him out the ring and whatnot. So, and then Damian Priest and Braun Strowman actually won the match and pinned Solo. So Solo taking another loss. And so,
that's also the other issue I had with Solo. He took so many losses that I'm not gonna say he's the weakest link, but there's a case to be made. He's taking so many losses. That's why when he came back and he attacked Cody Rhodes, it's like, oh, don't give me Solo and Cody again. Because we already seen what happened with that. He didn't win the War Games. He ain't have a single victory over Roman, to my knowledge. So it's like...
Not one-on-one.
So
the only one he had was in Saudi.
Oh, yeah, he wins over in Saudi Arabia. That's where he's almost immune. But it becomes a situation where, okay, we get Jacob and Solo. Number one, who's cheering for Solo? Even if he comes in this as the face. Number two,
he's not though.
Well, he's not because of what? Because Jacob's just more popular.
Yeah, everybody just love Jacob right now.
Yeah, but it's like they all evil. They're supposed to be, right? So it's like, and then also, no one expects Solo to win. So I guess my concern is, where is the direction of Solo going from this point? What could even be a bright side in this if it goes the way everyone's just thinking?
I don't know. It sucked. I like Solo. I mean, it's a victim of circumstance. He should have beat Roman, but he didn't. And right now, Jacob is just on the rise, like fast. I don't think anybody would have been mad if he won the Rumble, or I don't think anybody would be mad if he got the WWE Championship right now. So that's what that is. And people would be mad if Solo got it. So
I guess they would be.
Got both of those. Solo isn't about it. You just get your family members are more popular than you. You're doing a great job, but it's just they got that aura right now. They got that. That's the word. Word of the year or something, I guess. Yeah,
there's a lot of words of the year. I tell you, that's one of them, though.
Yeah. So I feel bad for Solo. Like Solo's in a different situation. I was saying he would have been better as being a U.S. champion because Lord knows Shinsuke ain't being showcased as much. Yeah, Shinsuke showed up on SmackDown and attacked LA Knight. That's basically all he does. He might come in, might do a sneak attack and whatever, but I ain't seen that many Shinsuke vignettes or Shinsuke promos or nothing backstage or in the ring. Solo could have had that spot, and he could have been in a U.S. title situation. Yeah, it's not a world championship. You are bringing a championship to the family, and that's what he could have been in. But they had him holding the Ula Follow like that was a championship, so I don't know.
Well, he was trying to get the world title. You can't knock him like a trying. I mean, he brought in a whole Samoan SWAT team, if you will. It's just, that goes to show, again, how weak he is as a character. Even with help, he still can't get the job done. And then he couldn't even overtake his old group that he used to be part of when they all united against him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. That's why I worry about what's going to happen with Solo.
The thing is, he's the youngest out of the crew. And so he's still learning. So he got time, but it's just...
Yeah, but well, these losses, well, they stick sometimes. They're hard to get over.
They are. And then you have, like I said, if you face Jacob at WrestleMania, I really think Jacob winning that. I mean, so I don't know, man. We're going to see how it plays out for him. That's how I think it's playing out. Like I said, I thought they were just switching roles, but the way it's going, it's got to be a match between Jacob and Solo. And then who Tama Tonga and whenever Tonga Loa comes back, who they side with in that situation. Because they're factors too. I don't want to leave them out because, like I said, I like those guys. Especially Tama Tonga. I get a little Tonga Loa too, but everybody say he a botch guy, but I still get a Tonga.
He does his job.
Yeah, but they should be going for the tag team titles anyway. So
when they come back, they probably will. Maybe. Again, I don't know because I don't know what the full initiate or what's the goal? Like I don't know what the goal is. I know the goal is to get the world title or WWE Championship back into the family, but is there any other goal on their mind? Because they don't really seem to focus on other championships.
Yeah, because like they lost the tag team titles, and it was like, okay,
yeah,
that's all right. But because but they was focused on Solo. Now that Jacob's in, kind of ahead of it, maybe they will go for other things, and try to dominate all they can on SmackDown.
Maybe.
Who knows? But especially with Tonga Loa comes back, like I said, they go for tag team titles. Jacob could still go for WWE Championship or U.S. Championship.
Yeah.
Depending on who's champ, but like I said, it's heavy at the top right now. So, because you got Cody, Roman is right there every now and again, whenever he wants to show up.
Dream always rises to the top, though.
Yeah, he does. Like I said, Jacob, I wouldn't be mad if Jacob got that title. Shoot, I mean, that's your family right there, Rock. Put Jacob in that position to face Cody Rhodes and see who the fans choose off of that.
No, my face-off would actually be Jay and Cody. I want to see who the fans will really react to.
Yeah, I get that, but it's just like Jay's already got the fan base in a chokehold right now, so we know he's up there. Jacob is on that ride. It's almost like nowhere near compared to Austin, but I'm gonna say Austin. It's like they're the build up at WrestleMania 14. Like we behind this guy, and once he get that championship, boom, it's a rocket, And so, especially if he does get a championship behind him, but I mean he gonna be a heel though, so I don't know if he will be a heel if he team with The Rock. So I don't know. It just depends how they play it out, but.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, it's just bubbling right now with Jacob, but everybody's feeling him.
No, that's true. That's true. I do love Jacob Fatu. I will admit that. Speaking of people love, we got to talk about Mello. How do we feel about Mello, Miz against R-Truth, and the L.A. native, Louisiana native, L.A. Knight? How do we feel about just all of this right now with Mello?
I feel like Mello could be doing more, but like I said, Mello, he's fighting all over the card. So he fighting the top guys, the bottom guys, and in the middle. So Mello is all over the place. And so it just gives him more exposure, and like I said, as long as he's on TV, it's good. And he's winning. I'd rather him be higher on the card, but he's still getting wins under his belt. He still be that U.S. title picture. So I'm not too mad at it. They can also reluctant tag team partners, Mellow and Miz, or what they call Mellow Don't Miz. So,
I should do like that name.
They could get in the tag team title picture and, like I said, be one of them makeshift teams that get the tag team titles. I'm gonna put a post about that. I will do it soon about who is your favorite makeshift tag team that won the tag team titles or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The Bar. Oh, yeah. That's on my list. That was on my list. Going to be on my list.
It's probably the greatest, though. Well, maybe not, but I feel like two-man power trip. How do you feel about that? Oh, the Brothers of Destruction. Do they count?
They do. They do.
Do the New Day count?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, sort of. But they actually became a team, and it is long-term. It's been 10 years. I don't know. The teams that kind of went together for a little hot minute.
Okay.
They say Jay and Cody, Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Or Booker T. Goldust.
Booker T. Goldust. I mean, it's teams like that. So, who knows?
Can you say the Boss and Hug connection since one of them are no longer in the company?
Yeah. I mean, they was tag team champions.
Okay.
That's like Daniel Bryan and
They were
Kane.
the first tag team champions, weren't they? The inaugural women's tag team champions?
Yeah. No.
Should have been the Bella Twins.
No. I don't think. Do they?
I think they were. Let me see.
Iconic.
No, who should have been the first inaugural? The first inaugural tag team champion should either been the Bella Twins or it should have been the Iconics.
I enjoyed the Iconics. They were funny.
Well, the Bella Twins because, it's just the Bella Twins. And they were, I don't know, that's a team. See, I got to be honest with you. I do not know the popularity or how people view the Bella Twins. I just know, because I didn't really watch wrestling at that point, I stopped. And they were real popular on Total Divas. They just seemed to be the big thing. So I don't know what the fan reception with them in the ring was.
That helped them. Total Divas definitely helped the Bella Twins. But as far as, there are a lot of people who like them, especially like when the women fans that are out there, they came to the shows dressed like them all the time. And so they gained very much popularity, I guess. Some say they are the reason the women got more of a chance in WWE, but I don't believe that. I think it's the four horsewomen who really put the women on front and put them to the forefront and put forth what we have now. But some people give the Bella Twins that credit.
It's a joint effort.
Yeah, it might be. Like I said, it's probably took all of them. But when everyone really start paying attention, is when NXT, the four horsewomen was doing their thing, and so that's what I believe. I've never really liked the Bella Twins. I think Brie Bella was always botching moves, and Nikki was just annoying. Hey, people liked them. They did that twin magic and all that stuff like that. And this year's Royal Rumble, she came out number 30, and nobody was excited at all. I mean, some people, she got cheered. She got a little pop, but I don't think anybody wanted to see her at number 30. They want to see AJ Lee or Jay Cargill or somebody else like that.
No, that's fair.
Becky Lynch. They rather see Becky Lynch.
No, that's fair.
Not Nikki Bella, but like I said, they have a fan base out there. I can't discredit them like that too much, but
Okay. All right, just curious. Makeshift tag teams. Tell us who your favorites are.
Well, yeah,
because right now is Mello and Miz, who's right now who may be building to be a tag team, maybe,
and maybe. Like I said, I'm trying to see what else they would do, but let's talk about another tag team and one of your favorite tag teams of all time, the Hardy Boys. They are coming to NXT on Tuesday.
That is a big deal because Jeff Hardy, right? Last time we saw this dude, he just pretty much hightailed it out of WWE. I don't think he even finished the match. He just rolled out. Guy wants to come back and do a big run again. Let me ask you, do you feel like, the TNA stuff has kind of just been happening in NXT? Do you think they're going to bring the Hardy Boys on a Raw or SmackDown soon?
It's possible. I never say it's not because, it's the Hardy Boys. And I swear, Jeff has gotten more chances out of any wrestler on the planet, I believe. He got the most chances out of anybody. Second, third, fourth, 10th chances. I was always a fan of Jeff Hardy. He kind of just disappointed me with all, his personal issues and then keeping him away from the ring and just messing himself up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was still a fan. They're one of the best tags of all time. Especially, they had like the some of gold.
No, the Gold Rush.
The Gold Rush, okay. Yeah, the Gold Rush on the independents.
Yeah, they went on the independent promotions, just going and collecting tag team titles.
Yeah.
Then they lost all the tag titles in the span of a weekend, and they said they're going to retire from wrestling. And then they showed up at WrestleMania, which was like the biggest moment ever.
Yeah, and I was at that WrestleMania. I was at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. I was there.
Boy, I had goosebumps when that beat hit.
What a moment, boy. What a moment. So, like I said, they always find a way back and find a way to get back in the spotlight. And like I said, they're the TNA Tag Team Champions right now. So, it's going to be interesting. We'll see what they do on Tuesday. But last TNA show, I saw it was helping out, what's his name? Leon Slater. And it's my first time really seeing Leon Slater. Maybe he's been out for a while, but it's my first time really checking him out. He was facing Fandango. I know he's called something else now. Fandango's in the system. The system.
The TNA action here.
Hey, we pulling it out. Hey, I checked it out.
All right. Let me catch up.
But Leon, he's a great high flyer. But if you see this man, Swanton 450.
That sounds like a lot.
That was so dope. I thought he was just going to do a Swanton. Like I said, the way he's dressed and like the art on his back seemed like straight out of, I definitely grew up on watching these Hardy Boys. That's what I grew up on. Those are my favorite tag team. Mm-hmm. They mentoring me now since they're here. That's basically what he is. And he's black. But it seemed like he's like a cousin of Private Party. Private Party was kind of... he seemed like he was with them. And then Private Party gave him a shot. Hey, see what the Hardy Boys, they'll help you out over the CNA. And that's what it seems like. But he's a great high flyer. He jumped over the table, like back and forth twice. And like I said, that's one time 450 was fire. I don't know if you pull it up real quick if the fans want to see it right now.
I'm looking for it, actually. I'm trying to find all this stuff.
Yeah, if you can find that out, it's dope. So he's about to win the match, but then the sister came out and cost him the match. And then Hardy Boys came out to help him. And then your boy Oba Femi came through. Because, the system is the leader is Moose.
Yeah.
And so Obafemi came through, Rick Shop, sent them all, hightailing it out there. So I think Obafemi's supposed to be teaming with the Hardy Boys to face the system. So that's going to be coming up. And also,
there we go.
I'm going to tell you, spoiler. If you don't want to hit a spoiler, hey, fast forward just a little bit. It's supposed to be, they saying it might be Obafemi. I mean, everybody's expecting it to be Obafemi versus Moose, but both titles might be on the line in the NXT title and the X Division Championship. And I said before, it's going to come to a point where somebody's going to win each other's championships. So
I guess at some point, right?
Yeah. So this might be the moment if this is true. That's supposed to be like a leak from the TNA tapings. They pre-tape a lot of stuff like they've always done. So that might be the match. It's supposed to be a roadblock for NXT. So that's going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
All right. So I do have the 450 pulled up.
Oh, the Swanton 450?
Yeah, my YouTube wasn't allowing me. I have a pop-up blocker that keeps fighting me on.
Okay, here we go. We got this Leon Slater. Come on, man.
It's sweet. It's really is.
Sweet.
Like, he gets up there, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to check out one more time. Up, over, in. It's just almost seamless to some degree.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get through from that one. But it's nice, man. Like I said, he caught my eye with that. And so I might check out some more of Leon Slater. I keep wanting to say Heath Slater because that's the Slater I know.
Actually, I need to look into that, see where he might have. Because, Heath Slater is in, he was in TNA.
Yeah. That's all I'm being over there. So it's getting interesting over there at TNA and NXT, of course. Because Wesley was also over there with the guys, with his guy. I keep forgetting their name, too. Two big guys that he's with from NXT, and he was going head-to-head with his former team in the Rascals. So that might be a match also bubbling up. Either for an NXT show or maybe Roadblock or one of TNA shows. So, hey, they really doing this deal, man. They really taking advantage of this deal and using these stars back and forth and getting more shine on TNA. You see, we're talking about it more here right now. And so it's helping. I feel like it's helping TNA, and because we always gonna watch NXT, but it's definitely TNA is getting something out of this situation, which is great. So it's it.
Because we're going to transition to AEW here pretty soon. Do you feel like this transaction is better than what AEW had with TNA?
From what some of the superstars are saying, or some stars of TNA, I believe it is. I think Moose said something like that, and so TNA getting more out of the deal with this, and they getting showcased a little bit more. It might be. We just got to continue to see where it goes. I don't know, and because we was talking, I think we talked, I don't know if me and you talked about it or me and the ambassador, but about that new group that's kind of, been beating people down in NXT. Kind of like, they're supposed to be like either the Shield or the Retribution, depending on how.
That's right. Because they came out during Vengeance Day. Probably didn't talk about it.
Yeah, because they beat,
what do they call it? Retribution Shield? They beat up a lot of people.
That's what we called them. They beat Fraxium down and they beat up, Obafemi. And I was thinking, I think I talked about it before, that they might, if they, like I said, they have this Obafemi versus Moose, and they interrupt the match, and then end up being Moose and Obafemi versus two of their guys.
Yeah, this is all on TNA still?
No, I don't know I don't know where this match could take place, but I'm just saying, if they, because they beat down Obafemi, I don't think they're going to leave it like that. Because Obafemi still wants revenge on them. And so I was saying, like, if they interrupt the match between Obafemi and Moose,
then that could lead to a tag team with the. Well, I guess it's just I don't know who these guys are, so I can't. Well, here's my thing. You have to forgive me for not being the most, because it's like we talked about it, Retribution, right? What did they do? They weren't really that much of anything.
They could have been, especially with
Ali.
Yeah, Ali, because Ali's so good, man. You see how he's doing in TNA? He was doing in TNA.
Yeah, he was doing pretty well. I'll give you that. He had the whole presidential thing going on. But before that, you had, what's the other thing? Nexus. And it's just like, you had so many different things, and it's just, plus these guys, I legitimately don't know any of them. They all are coming from the Performance Center. So with that being said.
Well, I'm giving you their names real quick.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
We have Dion Lennox.
Dion Lennox. That sounds familiar, actually.
Saquon Sugars. Cutler James. Yeah, that's a funny name. The Sugars. Cutler James and Osiris Griffin. So
these feel like names from just straight out my universe.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, I don't know.
We'll go
my career.
my
career.
Like,
my player.
My player.
So I don't know. That's Cutler James.
I'm hearing that's what they want them to be, the modern day Shield. But if they don't work
Shield.
But that's a high.
Yeah, you just start by being Retribution. Just start there. There he is, Dion.
Like I said, if they're successful, depending on how they book them, if they're successful, they could be close to the Shield. I don't know how they're gonna be the Shield because we know what the Shield turned out to be. But if they fail early, it's Retribution. They're another Retribution. So it's like it's depending on. They gotta be real fine booking for these guys with the high hopes they got so far. So because it's
just 4 people. It's just 4 though. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like it was like 5 or 6 of them?
Hey, man, that's probably good for them to see how they beat people down. They did good with it.
Sugars. Sugars. This dude.
And some of them from the Performance Center, some of them are just, they've been on the independent for a little bit.
Siobhan Sugars, he was in AEW. He had to be on Dark. He was in AEW from March 30th to December. So March 30th, 2022 to December 17th, 2022. I feel like he had to be on.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looked familiar. Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, like you speaking of AEW, let's get on over to see what happened talk about a little about Dynamite. I think we talked about it before, but that collision, I just want to speak on, man, that Mariah May attacking Toni Storm, and she just looked distressed and saying, "You made me do this, and I'm gonna give you the ending how it should be." I'm paraphrasing, but I'm give you a different ending than you expected. So I said they had to run that back real quick since the preview right behind Grand Slam. I feel like they was gonna run it back real quick, and here we are. Like I said, this is one of the best stories AEW ever told, man. I'm loving it.
Okay. I'm glad you're loving it. That's cool. It's not that I'm not. I gotta ask you, who you got winning this one? Do you think Mariah May's gonna win this?
I don't see her win.
Because my problem, again, comes down to what is the end game.
Yeah.
If Mariah May loses, does she just kind of fade away or she comes back? Or Toni Storm loses? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious to see because you're right. It happened so quickly. You just had Grand Slam. Now they had a new pay-per-view. And I do feel like, even though it's a good story, I feel like there's a lot they kind of left on the table with this story. Maybe. I don't know. It's so fast.
I think it's been good. I think it was good because, like I said, Mariah May been ruling for months. And then comes up that Toni Storm, as a rookie comes back. She Mariah May knocked her timeless out of her or whatever you want to say. I made her rethink herself. And then she came back with, not knowing who she was. But all in all, she was tricking everybody. Man, she's still timeless. And so she ended up actually getting a title back. Like no other woman could beat Mariah May. But Toni Storm came back and did what she said she's going to do. And I feel like she's going to continue her reign. I feel like she beat her with a roll-up last time, but I think the Storm Zero, she's going to give her multiple Storm Zeros and do it again.
That'll be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting, I'll say the least. It was a good promo, though. I do like the promo work that these girls are doing. That victory speech that Toni Storm gave on Dynamite this past Wednesday was really good.
Yeah.
Mariah May's comeback. That was really good. It's really good promo work. I will say that.
Right. Both of them, they just had them in the spotlight. Everything else blacked out. Had them in the spotlight, just focused on them. And that was a great touch for both promos.
Cinema, huh?
That's what it is.
Cinema.
Hey, get you an ending of a lifetime. So I very much enjoyed that, man. As far as that thing happened, Collision, her syndicate got new contenders.
Well, not yet. Not totally.
I thought they just calling them out like that.
No, the rule was MVP said, okay, you guys came out here and beat a bunch of nobodies and think you deserve a title shot. Anyone could beat a bunch of nobodies because they're nobodies. Beat a real tag team, and if you win, you get a title shot. Later in the night, you had the Outrunners doing Outrunner stuff in a promo, and they stopped MVP and be like, hey, we heard that you told the War Machine, whatever they're called, if you give us or you give them a tag title to be the real tag team, well, we're a real tag team, but if we beat them, will you give us the shot? And MVP said, well, I got some good news and bad news for you. Good news is if you beat the War, whatever the hell they are, you'll get the tag team title shot. The bad news is if you do win the match, you'll get a tag team title shot.
That's what I'm talking about, MVP. Talk your talk, boy.
Yeah, so it's right now it's just between the Outrunners and oh god, it's Brian Cage. I just can't think of the other guy's name right now.
Murder Hawk.
I know it's Murder Hawk, but what is his name?
Lord, you got me blanking out right now. Hold on, but Don Callis family.
Yeah, it's a Callis family in the end of the day. Either way, so that's what we have going on. At least the Hurt Syndicate are Murder Machine.
Oh yeah,
that's the name of the team. What's
his name? Dang. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm sure you're looking it up now, but
okay, I know where I
still think Hurt Syndicate gonna get this dub off of them because, like I said, Hurt Syndicate gonna be hard to beat, man. I don't care how big you are. And you'll see what they did to the Guns, and they see what they did to Private Party.
Lance Archer. Archer.
I can never remember that sometimes.
Mark Davis, Lance Archer.
There'll be a Bobby and Sheldon. Well, I think they're gonna get the dub, no matter who wins. I know I feel like Brian Cage and Lance Archer are gonna win that match against the Outrunners. So I'm ready to see that match. It's gonna be a hard hitting match, I believe. But I just think Bobby and the Sheldon gonna
gonna win out in the end.
Yeah.
That's fine because I gotta admit, I like this current form of the Callis family. I feel like this is the most important the Callis family has ever felt like. They actually feel like an important piece of AEW stories going on.
Yeah.
Kesha, Kenny Omega, Fletcher, Ospreay. You got Brian Cage and Lance Archer going for the tag team titles. Mark Davis, who's new, but he's kind of confused about his place because he's still friends with Ospreay, I think. Maybe a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. Real quick, I don't know if you guys talked about this. Did you guys mention the whole Thunder Rosa, Megan Bayne situation?
Yeah, we're speaking on it a little bit. But Megan Bayne, man, she got that because she beat Statlander on Dynamite.
Yeah, she beat Statlander with the help of Penelope Ford.
Yeah, Penelope Ford. Yeah. Was that for a title shot? I can't remember. Was that for a title shot?
To a match, to my knowledge, just a match.
I feel like they'll put them in place for a title shot. I think Megan Bayne be kind of showing off, and then I think that's going. The way she's built, I don't know. She seems like just a powerhouse, just ready to run through the roster and get to a title shot. And this is one of her ways of getting a win. She probably didn't need Penelope Ford up like that, but
you got to protect.
She took advantage. Yeah.
The Statlander, you don't want her to take a loss because she's still your top. She gave Mercedes a run for her life as far as the biggest competition she's had. So you don't want to kill Statlander's team.
Yeah. But Bayne, she got to be going for. That's why I think Toni Storm was going to retain. So I think her against Bayne would be a great match. A great stories match. Yeah, Mercedes already defend her title against what's old girl name that she mushed at Grand Slam.
Yeah, old girl's name, someone who's not part of the company.
Yeah, I know, but I just think Bayne is a heel. Bayne seems like a heel to me, and she'll go well against Toni Storm.
She probably will. It's just
that's why I went to her on that.
You know what? Okay, here's my beef, and I guess it is a beef. Megan Bayne went in the business for herself. I don't like that whole idea because anytime the babyface comes out with a chair, I mean, I get you don't want to be scared, but it's like Thunder Rosa. She gets so much flack. She got bullied by Britt Baker. She got called a sandbag by everyone. She had to relinquish her women's champ. She's a former AEW women's champion.
Yeah.
And now she looks kind of like a joke to some degree. She lost to Mariah May in the worst way because she had her own father's ashes, I think, thrown in her own eyes to lose the match. Or maybe it's just the dirt of her grave, whatever it was. You remember that whole thing. You remember Thunder Rosa and Mariah May had a match?
Yeah.
And Thunder Rosa brought in dirt from either the gravesite, the land she's from. It was something. She brought dirt to the ring.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Mariah May used the dirt, her own dirt, to beat Thunder Rosa. So it's like you lose that way. Then you got Megan Bain.
Ashley threw me off. Her daddy was right there. I was like, eh.
He was like, oh, okay, I don't remember. I forget. Forgive me, I don't remember. But then Megan Bain makes it look like a chump. It's like, I don't know. No moment just.
I bet she trying to make everybody look like. I bet she make everybody look like that because she's so. That's a big woman. I call her one of the Amazons off of Wonder Woman Island.
Amazonian.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
She has she does have a aura. She has a presentation. Like she has like a real $1 million look about her. She had a good match against Statlander.
She did.
True power.
Definitely. Yeah. So what happened to collision? Ring of Honor title got defending it.
Oh, yeah, Bandito. Okay. Yeah, Chris Jericho retained.
Yeah. I really know what's going on with the Bandito. I thought he was injured for it. I thought he got re-injured himself, but
no, he got a concussion.
Okay.
But he's fine. He just he came in the ring for that save, concussed himself, and he's back. But he lost. So
it is what it is.
They brought in Gabe Kidd from New Japan. If you've never seen him, Gabe Kidd was in a triple threat match against Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay for I think was the New Japan U.S. title. It's a really good match. But it's one of those classic Jon Moxley's invincible, so it takes like an entire tank to beat him type match. And Gabe Kidd was just kind of there taking the punishment for both people, but he's a pretty good. I like Gabe Kidd. He's cool.
Okay.
He's a strong style fighter.
Well, what happened with the I saw some of the match. I didn't see it. Trios title match?
Yeah, Death Riders. And when the Death Riders won, the big thing is after the match. After the match, you had a situation where the Death Riders were kind of beating up on the good guys. And I forget where the advantage came in, but Pac is laid out in the ring. Death Riders running out. Adam Copeland comes in, and he proceeds to do a Concerto on Pac. That's it.
Okay. I like to say he chasing down Moxley until he really gets him again. I mean, like I said, I'm still surprised Adam Copeland didn't win at Grand Slam, him and Jay White.
I'm surprised he took the loss on top of that.
Right, yeah. But hey, John Moxley and them still running away, so he has some momentum. Hey, like Moxley ain't just standing there not scared of him, or I don't know if he ain't scared of him. He just ain't scared of that doggone 2x4 and them nails.
Well, they did have like a shocked look on their face. I guess it's shocked look like we thought we left you dead in Australia.
I mean, yeah. I
guess you could say that. Yeah,
it's surprised he came out.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I was a little surprised he came out too, because even commentary made it sound like he wasn't there, so I kind of got pulled into that.
Yeah. So I see if they still make this match something else. Put a stipulation on this other gimmick on this match, but
the gimmick right now is Christian, I guess.
I mean, if he gets involved, I mean that's what we assuming.
He got his cash in. He can. I don't know. What if it is a situation where Edge, Copeland, he wins, and then Christian cashes in? You fine with that?
Yeah, because I mean it would make sense. I mean, Edge and Christian, that dynamic is already there. Christian, like I said, Christian has to. That could bring everybody up with the Adam Copeland win, but bring him right back down with Christian. No, ain't necessarily down because everybody loves a cash in type thing. So the fans be up for the moment, but it was like, oh man, he really did it like this. And
they may like it. They may like that he did it because they also do like Christian too.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting. That way, you got to give Adam Copeland the belt for a long time. I don't know. Depends on how they play it out afterwards. It's all about the follow-up from there. Because, Moxley going to come right, still stay in that title picture because, he said he is the AEW championship, and without the title, I mean, he can't say that.
That's true. It's another thing where it's like, if Adam Copeland, what is it? So what happens to Moxley, right? So I'm always with the whole what happens at this point, because I'm starting to see that now the follow-through happens with quite a few of these wrestlers to the point where If they lose, do they just fall out the picture? Do we just forget? Like, what happens in the sense that if the Death Riders lose the world title, do they just kind of stop being the thing that they are? Because right now, the whole thing kind of circles around the championship. So take that away, then what?
Right. I mean, they was doing the same thing before they got it, but I mean, they got it not too long after they started doing all this. So it'd be interesting to see how they react to not having it. I mean, that's one of the intriguing standpoint. So we'll see.
I guess. I don't know. I was just not looking forward to this match. I'm not.
I know.
Revolution World main event.
It gotta happen.
I know it does. It's just, okay. We'll see. Not that into it, but we'll see.
I think that's all I got for AEW. But I just want to end on something Michael Cole put out there. I'm gonna read this little quote he has. It says, "We're not professional wrestling anymore. We haven't been for many years. We're an entertainment product." That's an end quote. So, okay. I mean, I guess people kind of knew that, but I mean, that's what you watch wrestling for. I feel like that's what you watch wrestling for. Some people don't understand that. People just want to see matches, but we want to have a reason for these people to fight. That's the storytelling, and that's why they're getting on platforms like Netflix. Yes, AEW is on Max, but I mean, I feel like this Netflix thing is getting more exposure to everybody.
It is, and it is entertainment. So it's like, how do you like your wrestling? Do you like it heavy story, lighter matches? You know, there's some people who only watch for the story. As soon as the actual wrestling match happens, they couldn't care less. Just get me straight to the end. What's the 1, 2, 3? What happens? Right. There are some people who don't even realize there is a match happening. They're just like, okay. Now, if you're there live, it's a different story because, you know, they're live. Wrestling is amazing. And this is why I have this unique opinion. So I sort of agree with Michael Cole from a standpoint. I remember I was arguing with someone a while back, telling them, because Will Ospreay made some reference about why he would never join WWE because it's too much of a circus style or whatever. I'm like, it's all the same thing. It's all sports entertainment. And so it's like, it's not because Will Ospreay is something extra. And it's like, I understand from the dynamic that it is more of the wrestling and less of the entertainment, although it's still entertaining. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like, for me personally, I could deal with a match, but I do need more of a story if you want me to watch a weekly show.
Yeah, because you gotta follow from week to week. So I'm
just kind of rambling.
Now it's just week to week. We gotta have something going on. Sometimes the stories always don't make sense, and sometimes it drags out, or not enough was put in it. But it's still something has to be there for me to want to see these guys wrestle. That's why you have to have a character.
Yeah,
you have to have something that stands out, something that grabs the people. Because, like I said, whether you can wrestle great or not, you got to get these people behind you, man. I saw part of an interview with Road Dogg. He said, "Yeah, I wasn't great at wrestling. I was the entertainment. Billy Gunn was the wrestling. I was the talker. I got people to say my catchphrases. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And that's why people got behind the New Age Outlaws.
I mean, not for nothing. When you think of wrestling, and when I mean wrestling, I mean like the transcending style of wrestling, that crossing over to pop culture. Every top wrestler that you know that is known by everyone is not an actual great wrestler. They're not your Dean Malenkos or Bret Hart. They're not. They're your John Cena's, they're your Stone Cold Steve Austin's, Rock's, Hulk Hogan's, Goldberg's maybe. It is really more about the character if you're trying to grow into that big brand, as opposed to what can you do in the ring. There's a lot of phenomenal wrestlers throughout the history of wrestling. But if you did like a family feud of named WWE superstars, Steve Blackman ain't popping up on that list. Ken Shamrock ain't going to show up on that list.
Now let's talk about UFC with that one. Ken Shamrock. Yeah, like I said, it's about how the people can relate to you. Are the people behind you? Do you have a catchphrase that somebody can say? How do you stand out?
Can you move merch?
Right. Can you move merch? It's great if you can wrestle, if you do all the moves in the world. But it might not mean nothing if you just can't grab their attention.
Yeah.
As far as the way you talk, the way you look, like I said, a catchphrase, something. And that's why I think another Michin, she did an interview recently. I think it might have been on, I know she did like, I don't know which one it was. I know she was on a Berlizzi podcast. If you know that YouTuber, shout out Berlizzi. But it might have been another one. But she said, I could wrestle all day, but I haven't grabbed the fans yet. I don't know what my character is.
Okay. Well, that's actually going to bring me to a different topic since we're talking about this. And this topic is the booking of the women's division and wrestling outside of NXT to some degree, but primarily WWE at this point. Because I got to admit, if you're not Rhea Ripley or if you're not a world champion, you probably come second behind everything. And that means even like the bottom tier stories. I find it interesting that Blair Davenport was released. And one of the things is like, oh, she never connected with the audience. Here's the problem. It's hard to connect to someone when you don't see them. And when you do see them, it's like, who are you? And they only had the match, then they go away. At some point, that is a booking issue. I agree with Michin. It is hard for her to connect to fans because she had figured out a character, but not for nothing. What is her character supposed to be? Girl with kendo stick? So it's like they don't give her anything to actually work with or even any time to develop. Her biggest feud was against Chelsea Green, and right now her best gimmick is just to be a trash girl.
Yeah. Well, she's a HBIC. She called it.
She wants to be the head bitch. Okay.
She used that line. She had that, the bandana across her face and stuff like that. She tried to, just show off her culture as being, Black and Asian. She tried to show that off, especially with her name she changed from Mia Yim to Michin.
I get you.
So she, like I said, she trying different things, but she just doesn't exactly know how to get herself across. And so it just doesn't fit everybody. So, but like I say, it's just something you got to have to stand out. And like with Bianca Belair, she has that long ponytail. So, and that came from her thoughts and Montez Ford. Because people are going to remember the girl with the long ponytail. And so she's had it ever since. Sometimes she do very different variations of it. She had two, and then or just had her styled a little bit different way, added something to her hair, something like that. And then she has I'm the EST. So it's just like I said, little things, like I said, catchphrase or a look that can help you just stand out from the rest.
Well, like you mentioned, she was Mia Yim, and then they brought it to the main roster and they called her Michin, and then they just kind of threw her character into. I know it was, but I guess my thing is, Bianca, she at least developed a character in NXT, and she was able to hang on to that character going onto the main roster.
Yeah.
So there's a benefit to that, where Mia Yim is somewhere in NXT. Even then, I don't know what the hell Mia Yim was when she was in NXT. She was just some girl with a bandana around her face who would do spray paint.
Yeah, she's like a tagger girl. That's what it seemed like. Well, actually, she's trying to find her way, but that's a lot of the women on the roster. Candice LeRae was trying to do that a long time, but now she's with Nia Jax, showing a little bit more personality, being a heel. So it's better, a little bit better for her right now. She's still jobbing.
She feels like a lackey though.
Yeah,
she just feels like a straight up lackey.
You got Ivy Nile like that. You got Zoe Starks. That whole group.
Yeah,
Pure Fusion Collective.
She's a fighter chick from New York, best I could tell you.
But I think
out of New Jersey.
Yeah, but I think that's why they brought these mid-card women's championships. So those people like I've just named, they can get that shine in that division. So that helped them out a little bit more, but they still have to showcase that more.
I was about to say, where's Lyra Valkyria, who even Sean would be like, what the hell is she?
Yeah.
She's the actual champion. It's like, is she a bird lady? Can I just get clarification on that?
She's like, I don't know. I say she's like a raven. I can't believe the TV show I'm thinking about, but she seems like she would have a power of turn. No,
that's it, right?
No.
She can see into the future.
No, she's like she would have like mystical powers to turn into a raven or something like that. That's what I feel like she is.
Alex Mack.
Oh, hey, y'all people know who Alex Mack is. Shout out to Alex Mack Nickelodeon, but that's funny. But yeah, that's what those championships are for. But yeah, I mean, Laura Kid, she's having this match coming up with what's her name? Dakota Kai on Raw.
Another one.
I mean, Sparta Damage Control. They was part of the spotlight for a while with Bailey.
Yeah, but she was in crutches, so she never had the personality to grow.
Yeah, she keeps getting injured. Oscar keeps going in and out. Kairi Sane. So, but yeah, Oscar stands out because all the bright colors and different kind of clothes she wears, and the mask. So like
she carried. She practically carried 2020.
Yeah, she can win on her day.
Her and Bailey.
And Sasha Banks.
Mercedes.
Well, at the time we talking at the time.
Slave name.
Anyway, but so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the women's division is still great, especially in NXT. But it's still, you got some great names on the main roster. Even though, like we were saying before, only person in the chamber we want to see is Bianca Belair win and fight Rhea Ripley. But if Rhea Ripley didn't have the belt, then maybe some other women would be more intriguing to us.
That was if Liv was still champion?
Yes.
Okay.
But if Rhea Ripley has it, the only person I see in that, and I'd be happy to see, is Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. So that's just for that. For as far as Tiffany Stratton, the number of women we could have seen face her. But it ended up being Charlotte, because Charlotte won the Royal Rumble, and Vet versus the Rookie. And that's what this match is building up to be. And with Tiffany Stratton continuing to say, I want to be that top girl. I want your crown. You got your legacy. That's you. You done did that already. We know you know who you are, but I want to take be the top girl of this whole company. You know what I'm saying? Or the industry, period.
Is there a thing to her teaming up with Trish Stratus in that regard then? That
it possibly could, as far as especially if they win against Nia Jackson and Candice LeRae, which I think they will, it'll give her momentum for WrestleMania, because Trish was that top girl for the longest. And so if Trish passing that torch to Tiffany Stratton, and she believes in her skill and her ability and believing who Tiffany Stratton is, that's Trish Stratus, one of the top women of all time. Some people say they don't say the GOAT woman of all time. That's her passing that torch to you. And so that could be a moment. And her going against Charlotte, hey,
that's a big deal. I mean, you know what?
Good backing.
Yeah, because I think about that match that Trish and Charlotte had. When that was kind of that was Charlotte's whole thing, right? She wanted to be the best female, and she wanted to take out Trish. So that's the reason I kind of want to draw it back. But real quick, I don't want to drag it out too long, but who would you have as like your top 5 women wrestlers of all time?
Okay. It's not people I'm totally into all the way like that.
Well, no, your list. I want your personal list. I want your biased personal list.
Don't bias me.
No, I want your biased list.
I'm going to try to get both.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm going to give you my bias, Bianca.
All right.
Some of them might, interact in it. Like, it'd be both on both lists.
That's fine.
But Bianca, Charlotte is there, but I just don't like to see her win all the time. And China, as far as transcendent, I mean, Becky's up there because of what like I said, she made it in one WrestleMania. I mean, that's just a fact, and is in there. It gives you something. And then it might be Asuka up there.
Yeah.
Because she's won everything. And she's that first World Rumble winner. Because you got to count all the stuff that women didn't have before, and then women have now. So it kind of gives them the leg up on the women that were before.
Yes, sir.
So as far as what people may say, the best women of all time, Trish, Charlotte, I'm still say China. I'm trying to think of everybody who's done everything.
Bailey's done literally everything as well.
Bailey might be in there because everybody ain't on her level with that.
She has really done about everything.
I don't know. I've been wanting to put Jacqueline in that list too, man. Because I really don't think Jacqueline gets as much credit as she deserves. She had the women's championship. She had the cruiserweight championship. A lot of people don't know that. But like I said, a lot of women didn't get all the opportunities that they should have back in the day when they're differently reaping the benefits now. Not say reaping the benefits, but capitalizing on all the opportunities that they have now. So I definitely want to show some love to Jacqueline on there.
Oh, most definitely. I kind of about the same list as you for the most part. On my personal list, like if I had a personal list, what? Trish is on there, of course.
Oh, they Lita in that. Hey, what?
Yeah, Lita's not on my list. Mickey James is on my list though. My personal list. Love me some Mickey James.
Hey, I might switch some people out. Mickey James on there, bro.
Mickey James, she's definitely on my list.
Oh yeah.
I think. See, I'll be old school with it. Cause I can say I'm going to pick Jacqueline. See, I got too many old people. I need some new people. I kind of want to push Charlotte, but I mean, not really. It's cool.
I mean, it's hard not to, man. This woman is what? I already said she's 16 times. 16 times, won a Royal Rumble, what, twice? I mean,
yeah, she's not my favorite. So in that
regard, has she had the tag team titles yet? I don't know if she had the tag team titles.
No, she hasn't had that. That's the only thing she can't find a partner.
Yeah, if she had the tag team titles and the mid card women's championship, then it's hard to say she not the GOAT.
I hear you. All right,
as far as the stats say.
Yeah, I know stats. Like that's why I have my unbiased list. My unbiased list, she makes it on there. My biased list, she's not. But in that regard, Oscar is because I just love Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
It's Oscar. What do you want me to say? I need a fifth person. You know what? Awesome Kong.
Well, Awesome Kong could have been way more than WWE, but I mean, she got a thing going everywhere else that she was. But yeah, I just hate how she ended in WWE. I was just
right. But she had a great run with Gail Kim and TNA. But as far as like what I think the greatest like full objectiveness, I'm stuck between Trish and Charlotte, who number one is, but it's between those two. So 1A, 1B, or 1 or 2, whichever way you want to put it.
Yeah, but Bianca on her way, bro.
She is. That's why she's 5. She's not there yet because you still gotta have to get past the barrier breakers, right? Yeah. Charlotte is only up there because she has the in-ring ability plus the accolades, and that does just count for so much. She's also such a main attraction when she does show up.
Yeah.
And just if Bianca beats her, that would definitely put her on the list as far as higher. But like I said, she's 5.
Yeah, especially if Bianca wins the Chamber, beats Rhea at WrestleMania, and then down the line beats Charlotte, I think Bianca I think that really, put her up there. I think Bianca really already up there to me, but as far as, stat for stats and then wins for wins, you know what I'm saying? I feel like
the thing is she just needs more title reigns. My issue, she needs more title reigns. Because one thing about wrestling is that it does reward how many times you win the title.
Yeah,
so it's like it's a streak as well as, but nonetheless, the WrestleMania streak helps her case.
Especially if she win this year.
China, because we talk about barrier breakers. China is a very big milestone in women's wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, she was in the Royal Rumble and she won Intercontinental Championship.
She's the only woman, right? Still.
For the Intercontinental title, yeah.
Yeah.
Because as far as that, Phoenix was in the Rumble and Nia Jax.
Maybe it is perception. I don't know who the other woman would be. I guess it would be like a Mount Rushmore type person. So I'm going to say Alundra Blaze because she was just sitting out there getting her butt handed to her by Bull Nakane for all those years just so all these women can soar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Alundra Blaze. I mean, horrible with having her at WCW, which was nothing, but that WWE run was pretty significant, I think, for the women's division.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got a lot of great women out there. Like I said, I'm happy to get way more opportunities now, showcase who they are. Like I said, I hope these mid-card championships, help bring up the women that we feel are not getting a shine or not finding their way, and hopefully it helps them out. Like I said, I thought they was gonna put like one of these women's mid-card championships on the line at Elimination Chamber, but
yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, but we got The Rock and we got the women's tag match.
You got to give Trish and Rocket time to shine.
Yeah, that's all that is. That's all I see. Because that tag match could have been on the SmackDown and put the women's mid-card championship on Elimination Chamber. But it is what it is. Give them time on these 3-hour shows on Raw and SmackDown.
It helps.
So, yeah, get them time on those to defend those championships. Like Lyra Valkyria did when it against Dakota Kai. And Chelsea Green, whenever she defends the title against me, she probably going to fight Michi once again. But we'll see. See how everything plays out. But I'm excited about Elimination Chamber, excited about how Revolution is going to be, excited about this TNA and NXT crossovers back and forth on each other's shows. Stay tuned. I'm ready for this Tuesday with the Hardy Boys, see what they do. But next time, we'll be right here talking all about it, man. We miss our other brothers on the show today. But, hey, you know how we hold it down out here. It's your favorite host, Ron G, the professor, Mr. BJ. We got a lot going on. So like, comment, subscribe, and talk to us and hit that merch shop up. We got a lot coming up on that. And big news coming down the line. So pay attention, stay updated. Hit that notification bell so you know what we're doing. You know, hit us up on all platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You know, we're on it all. We do it all. It's Champions Corner Podcast. What a real fans meet. Meet us right back here next time. We love ya.
Good night, everyone.
I ain't want no, oh, no, oh, 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 oh. Step into the ring, it's the Champions Corner time. WWE and we break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat. All the action, all the heat. Champions Corner Podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner Podcast.